To be a clear vessel or open channel, one must take into consideration a plausible technique that is reminiscent to a container of sorts. Feeling as though one can please their true nature of who they are, meaning their higher being. A steadiness in this characterization will take over the simple mind more easily. The focus then is positioning one to be ready at all times for this delightful interaction. We say this as a compliment for one to accept for the dedication to please oneself and others with this kind of know-how. Roughly speaking, these intuitive senses are available when one is willing to receive this proper direction that is gifted to all. From a standpoint that makes this even greater is that this gift of using intuitive senses are nothing short of a written agreement spoken within all of humanity, coming through the Creator's whisper of breath to all. This is pleasured by all of nature, all of living structures, seeping innately through its core. What one would call trust is not spoken of because the memory code goes beyond the meaning of what trust means to a human. The innate of every living structure does not question the trust, as humans do. A feeling beyond trust reaches into all structures that takes over and points the innate to follow its codes. Therefore, there is no need for a question of trust, as long as there is no intervention of an unnatural source, meaning a man-made synthetic occurrence. All will go along as planned for the living structure. To lean into the voice of innate is one's most natural way of being according to the Creator's plan. This affords one a built-in encouragement system. As one uses it, one sees more pleasing outcomes in their life, which gives one more confidence in the choices one makes. One's frailty only comes in when one is absent in minding their own feelings, and by giving more attention and credibility to outside sources. This is what we call robbing the innate. One has actually stolen from themselves the gift of treasuring their own feelings by disregarding their innate feeling system, and they have left themselves to be guided by the feelings and information from outside sources. Coming back to one's own guiding system requires one's innate intelligence to be rewired. The rewiring is the preservation of one's own sense of control, whereby an allegiance for one's sovereign state of being remains intact. To be one's own keeper of the flame that guards one's chariot, the Merkaba, along its highest order. Rendering a picture in one's mind's eye, as known as the pineal gland, is one's only way of remaining in a sovereign state of being.